Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see, a squad that's looking to put on a show here today. Taking on a squad that's looking to really put on a show here today. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the offense out for their first possession. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Off target and incomplete.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Who makes the grab? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They'll kick it away here. When he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Physical run earns the first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got a receiver wide open here.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Finding some room at the 25. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 10. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
Oh, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The offense knocking on the door here with a first and goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. And he's got his man open downfield. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. A big gain, and the offense will obviously decline the penalty. That penalty sets up the offense with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions. I know he wants to get this ball into the end zone. After all, this is the national championship.
So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught for the completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Tight end makes the grab. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Lets it go quickly. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. He'll throw it now. Makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on second down, I'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And that one is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. He just steps out of bounds, a takeaway to wrap up this first half.
Pass interference, defense.
So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1 half away from crowning a national champion.
The turn begins inside the 10. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Offense cross that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Motion now from the tight end. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Hands off to the left. He shreds the tackle. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. He hands it off from the gun. Gets some space around the 30. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Snags a quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally. They could create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Back to throw again. Looking for his back. Quick throw, catch made. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense can set up with first down and goal.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second and goal for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he's brought down there.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Now the important point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll work the clock here with the running game. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. They'll give it to the back. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab made by the tight end.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. 1st and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. It's nice execution to pick up the 1st down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Allen.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And he spikes it to stop the clock. Important 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's got it for a big gain. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, they cover an onside kick. You never know.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. He quickly lands on it, prevents the defense from creating a takeaway. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.